Hey everybody, Corey here with my good friend Becca, and she is the founder, CEO, head chef of basically your own baking company, cooking company, I don't know what you call it, just global conglomerate food supplier.
Love it.
It's called Until We Eat Again. And we're right here in your very own kitchen.
Yep.
This is where it's all based, here in Kingston, Jamaica.
Right here.
I love it. I've got to visit this kitchen once before when you opened it up, and I will say I've tasted some of your desserts, and they're probably some of the best desserts I've ever had. I'm not even like a sweets person, and I couldn't stop eating.
Oh, you got me cry.
Specifically your cookies.
Aww.
Oh my goodness. But today I was excited for our table talk cooking series at Zeal. You come to Zeal, which is awesome. You
Love
and your
it.
family, we appreciate you guys. But we're going to continue that topic, and we're going to be talking about one of your special recipes, which is
bread pudding and a spiced caramel rum sauce.
that is a very popular thing here in Jamaica.
Yep, absolutely. We all love it.
But you have your own twist on it.
I do, yeah. Well, I don't like raisins, so I like to leave those out, and then I like,
Raisins.
I know.
This is my type of bread pudding.
And then I like to add like a crumble on top, so there's a crunch, so it's not just all one texture.
Ooh, I can't wait. We're going to jump right in, but before we do, I have a gift for you. I bequeath to you. You're now an official Zeal chef. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, so what's first? Wait, you got me some coffee, so I'm going to drink coffee while she does all the work.
Great.
So for everyone watching at home on your iPhones, on the interwebs, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, she said you're starting by cutting the bread.
Yep.
This is how much of a cook I'm not. I didn't know there was actual bread in Jamaican bread pudding.
Oh,
And bread pudding. I really didn't. I thought it was just called that because it was a similar texture.
Oh no.
I know. All right, so you're cutting the bread up into nice squares. Got the bread in the bowl. Bread in the bowl.
Now I'm gonna make my custard.
What, you do it on the table?
Yeah. Because if you do it on an angled surface, like on the edge, it risks shell going in. Alright, go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
mess this up so bad. I feel so nervous. This isn't okay. All right, so just. Oh.
You did it.
Is that okay?
You did it. You did it.
Okay. So we got 6 eggs. See, I know what I'm doing. Okay, so if you're watching at home, while I've been, what do you call this? Stirring? No.
Whisking eggs.
Whisking eggs.
So proud of you.
You were measuring the cream and milk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna whisk it in.
Okay. Yeah. No. You're the pro. I'll watch.
Okay.
Whoa.
Some vanilla.
A little bit of vanilla. You can tell you're a pro because you don't measure. You just like eye it.
Vanilla.
What is that? More vanilla?
Yeah, that has like a bean in it, which is like a super strong, delicious flavor. Yeah. So I'm gonna add some sugar.
Okay.
Half
Feels
cup
so legit.
sugar.
Half-
Add in the cinnamon at the same time.
I'm gonna be very hard.
Pinch of salt.
Ooh, salty.
Salt to balance the sweet. That's our custard.
It's called a custard?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to know everything is new to me. So there's nothing you're saying
Regular for
that
me,
I already
new to you.
know.
Yeah, you're like custard. So now I'm gonna soak the bread. And I like to just get in there with my clean hands.
It's so squishy.
Yeah.
Crunchy bits on top.
Yeah. Crumble.
Technical term. Crunchy bits on top or the crumble.
Yeah.
So some more sugar. For those of you watching, again, she doesn't measure anything. She just knows how much to put in.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all that butter. I didn't realize how much like handwork there was.
I mean, you could
like
use
there
a
was
spoon,
tools.
but it's just easier.
That's what gives it that
To
extra
me.
love.
Yeah. Okay, what you can do is put some more flour in here for me. Do like a half scoop.
Half of this.
Yeah.
I contributed.
You did great.
So right now, we have the bread soaking in the custard, and right now, Becca is playing in the. It's like Play-Doh. She's just playing with Play-Doh right now.
Yeah.
As we pass the
Okay.
time. No, what are you doing right now?
I'm making the crunchy crumble on top.
Crunchy crumble on top. What do you need?
More flour.
More flour.
Yeah. Thank you. Like half a.
See, I can cook. I know what I'm doing. And I'm over here around the kitchen. We got the oven preheating. We're making the crumble. And we got the custard bread soaking.
Yep.
So many moving parts here. While she washes her hands, quick shout out to Blue Mountain Coffee, made, brewed here in Jamaica. butter brushing about to happen. You really have a brush.
Yeah. I'm a chef.
You are a chef. See, these are the things I would never think to do. To brush it. Now the bread, custard, is going into the pan.
Crumble.
All right.
Is on
I may try this with you.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna watch you first.
Okay, well.
Wait, see, I gotta actually cook the cake. Perfect.
Yeah.
It's like the goodness of the Lord. Just a cup runneth over.
Won't he do it?
The bread pudding runneth. Won't he do it? Won't he run it over in your life? When Satan tries to put crumbles all over, make you look bad, God will just use it to run over. Oh, runneth over. I don't know why I sound like Joel Osteen right now.
You do.
Just to recap, we made the custard, bread in the custard.
Yep.
And then we buttered the pan.
Yep.
There was something else in there. We did the crumble, the crumble on top. Then we put the custard on the buttered pan, and then we put the crumble on top.
Amen.
And then we put that in the oven.
Yep.
Come on, step by step, somebody.
Yes.
All right. I know what I'm doing. Now, one of the things I want to talk about that you brought up earlier, and it just kind of hit me. You said bread pudding in Jamaica is pretty much always done the same. And I'm sure there's some little variations here and there.
Yeah.
We're not trying to stereotype an entire country.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
That often something can be done the same way all the time because it's good or it's good enough or it's always worked that way. And what I love about you and your recipes, and not just your bread pudding, but everything you cook, is you put your own twist on it. You put your own spin on it because you never are satisfied with the status quo. You kind of go, hey, cookies are good. How can I make cookies better?
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Yeah.
But like, no one would, how do I make cookies are already great? And you're like, no, but I can make them greater.
Yeah.
I don't even know it's word, but yeah. And you do. Like, I've had your cookies, I've had your pastries, this bread pudding, I can't wait to taste it. But what I love is you looked at something that was good and you said, how can we make this better? How can we make it different and maybe even appeal to people that aren't attracted to the original?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm not a bread pudding fan.
Neither was I. Yeah.
But I'm super stoked to try this one. I'm not gonna lie, and it reminded me of a lot of what I think Jesus came to do with the church, and I think what we are trying to do in modern day ministry. I think if you look at the Christian climate, a lot of times churches we can get stuck in a routine, we can get stuck in tradition, and we can say, hey, we do it this way because this is the way it's always been done. And everybody likes it this way. Everybody likes the raisins in the bread pudding. Yeah. Everybody likes the pews in the church. Everybody likes the cross at that spot. And all of a sudden, we can get caught in traditions and stop improving. We stop innovating.
Yeah.
Because we're like, it works. Why would we keep innovating?
Yeah.
And what I love about the Christian climate, the spiritual climate here in Jamaica, is I feel like it's ready for some innovation. Yeah. It's ready for something different. And we were even talking, like, when you came to Zeal, that's one of the things you liked about it. Is we're a little different. Now, here's the deal. Here's the cool part.
You're doing that.
Well, I appreciate that. But here's the cool part, and I want to put this out there for any of you that do go to church, that do love Jesus. Like, we're a fan of all bread pudding. Yeah. Bread pudding's good. We're a fan of all churches, and all churches shouldn't do church the same way. Yeah. We need different variations because some people are gonna like. Some people like the raisins. Yeah. Some people like the old school bread pudding.
I love what you're doing here.
But it's true. Like, some of us like the hymns, some of us, and it reaches it, and so we are in full support of the different styles. Yeah. But what I love about it is a bread pudding fan is going to be a bread pudding fan, and we're going to cheer on both bread puddings. Yeah. And that's what we're going to do with our brothers and sisters in the faith. You're amazing. No, but it's true.
No, how you're doing this is amazing.
Cookies are good. We want to innovate. We want to make them different. Yeah, yeah. But here's the deal. That's the message for all of us here in Kingston at Zeal. Yeah. That's really our goal. Is how do we say what's been being done? Mm-hmm. How do we maybe improve or innovate or make it different to reach a different type of people? Yeah. And this is like, I'll bring it back to scripture right here. Jesus said, "I will make you fishers of men." He looked at one of his disciples that was a fisherman, and he said, "Hey, from now on, you're gonna keep fishing, or you're gonna fish for men." Yeah. But when we fish, what do we use? Bait. Yeah. Right? We use bait. And if you want to catch different fish, you got to use different bait. So at Zeal, what we're trying to do is we're throwing some rum sauce on it and some different crumble, just so we can hopefully catch some different fans of the bread pudding that is church. Yeah. That was a lot, but I hope you get what I'm saying. So sometimes we just got to change the bait, like Becca changes up the recipes to reach some different people and appease some different people and attract some different people. And I can't wait to consume what she's got here. It's going to be so good. So we're going to jump back into the recipe now. Now it's going to get saucy. Time to sauce. Sauce. Sauce, sauce, sauce. See, when you work in a kitchen, it's like a dance. Everyone has their place, their time to be in that place, and you really just got to work around the master chef. So she leads this dance, and you'll notice, like, watch the choreography of the cookroom. See? It's easy. It's like a dance. What was the name of the sauce again? Or you said like
I call it a spiced caramel rum sauce.
That just sounds good. Big old scoop of sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Two big old scoops of sugar. So we're just putting a little bit of butter, and by a little bit, I mean 3 tons.
A whole ton.
No wonder it tastes amazing. So far, it's a little bit of bread and about 1.5 pounds of sugar and 3 pounds of butter. That's really what we're making.
Hey, don't call me out now.
Getting the heavy cream in there. Nicely done. I approve of that pour. Moving to the stove. Medium heat.
Yep. A splash of rum.
Wait, you're gonna add what?
A splash of rum.
I'm gonna walk out for this. So good. All right, time for the moment of truth. Now, I'm not gonna lie, we talked about this already.
Yep.
I'm not a big bread pudding fan, but this smells amazing every step of the way. It's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
It's your own handiwork.
No, yeah. You heard it from her. I really did. All right, let's do this. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Seriously, that was insanely good.
Oh, thank you.
That's the best bread pudding I've ever had. That's one of the best
somebody who
desserts
doesn't
I've
like
ever
bread
had.
pudding, that means a lot.
Seriously, but on the real, again, the recap recipe. Give us like a quick rundown and a recap of the actual recipe.
Chunked bread.
Chunked bread, yeah. Chopped
Custard,
it up. Custard.
which is cream, milk, eggs, sugar,
Yep.
and then some fun stuff.
I'm
like
gonna eat some
vanilla.
more while she talks.
Yeah. Soak it.
Yep.
Put it in the pan.
Got it.
Crumble, which is
Crumble.
Yeah.
Yep. Remember that. Yep.
in the oven. Bake.
Yep.
Sauce.
Sauce it up.
Yeah,
Yep.
with the rum.
Yes. Zil fam, as we kind of wrap up here, again, we talked about the actual recipe for this amazing Jamaican rum bread pudding that is, I'm still savoring every bite. But I just want to remind us of the spiritual recipe. We talked about trying new things. I love your innovation of your recipes, taking something maybe old and traditional and asking how can we twist it up, change it up, and make it appealing to maybe a new audience, maybe even a younger audience. And you are definitely doing that with your recipes and this food. I don't even like bread pudding, and this is amazing. I'm not gonna lie. But the Bible speaks to this a lot too. The spiritual recipe here would be like the verse I would jump to is Colossians chapter 3, verses 9 through 11. And it says this: since you have taken off your old self with its practices and have put on the new self, which is being renewed in knowledge in the image of its creator. Here there is no Gentile, no Jew, circumcised or uncircumcised, barbarian, Scythian, slave or free, but Christ is all and is in all. Now the big word there was new. It said put on your new self. And so I would just challenge anybody watching today. First off, try this new recipe. It's worth it. But second, try a new spiritual recipe. Try something new today. Maybe read a little bit more. Maybe read something different. Maybe check out a new gathering. Put yourself in a different circumstance and watch the innovations that God does in your faith, in your walk, and in your life. And I bet, just like Becca's bread pudding tastes amazing, the fruit of your life will come out amazing the more you try to innovate in your walk with Jesus. We love you, Zil family. We love you, Becca. Thank you so much for hooking us up. Hope you guys have a great one, and we'll see you next time on Zil's Table Talk Food Ministry that I've just started. Amen. I realize that.